Good morning, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's faith. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest. There is nothing particularly important that I should bring to your attention as it relates to my protest. And as you know, when I have finished protesting and I've brought you an update as to the activities that transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring you something from the word of the Most High. My people, a lot of us who call ourselves Christians, well, I am not a Christian, but a lot of people who call themselves Christians have been really taking their salvation for granted. Everything is more important to them than that which they say is the most important thing in their lives. Okay, let me clarify this by diving in to a bit of history. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, the Most High God, while speaking to his son, Yahweh said, let us make man in our own image and in our likeness. As we know, in Revelation, in Daniel, and in the book of Enoch, anytime the Most High God manifested himself as a man, he manifested himself as a black man with woolly hair and bronze skin. In Daniel, Revelation, and the book of Enoch, when the Son of the Most High God manifests himself, he manifests himself as a black man, one that has bronze skin and woolly hair. So when the Most High God said to his son, let us make man in our image, they created a man that looked as they manifest themselves in scriptures, a black man. Now, what does this have to do with Christians and other people who believe in the Most High God taking their salvation for granted? Okay, let us get into it. Now, here we see all of these people who say they are Christians or believe in the Most High God and believe there is a salvation to be inherited from the Most High God. They spend thousands of dollars to go to universities to get their associates, their bachelors, their masters, and in some cases, their doctorates. There are some people who even have double and triple doctorates in different fields. But they will not spend the time to really analyze what they need to do to ensure that they escape hellfire. The Most High Son says in Matthew chapter 24 verse 16, many false prophets have gone out into the world and they will deceive many. Not some, not a few false prophets. Many false prophets has gone out into the world and they are going to deceive many. As a person who say you are a Christian and you believe in God, or you want to go to heaven, you want to escape hell, you have an obligation to yourself to examine if you are being taught by a false prophet. But no, once they have a church, once they say they are a Christian, once they say they are a preacher, you are comfortable with that, you need to put as much emphasis in your salvation, or even more emphasis in your salvation, than that which you put in your studies to get your bachelor's, your master's, or your doctorate. You need to put more effort into your salvation than you put into your job. Because at the end of the day, your job is going to pass away. You are going to retire from your job, and you may not even get a pension. But at the end of it all, it's either you're going to heaven or you're going to hell. You need to determine how important hell is to you and work accordingly and dedicate the kind of time that will ensure that you are making the right decisions. Because if you don't, you are going to end up in a place where you dread ending up. Okay, let's get into it. You go to church every Sunday or Saturday or whatever day you go to church, and you give praise to Jesus. Who is Jesus? Is Jesus the Son of the Most High God? Most people will think that it is an abominable question to ask that. That you are being blasphemous for asking such a question. Let me make it here clear to you that Jesus is not the Son of God. Jesus is not the Son of God. Let me say it one more time for emphasis. Jesus is not the Son of God. First thing you have to remember, in the beginning, Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, let us make man in our own image. Each time the Most High God manifests himself in scriptures, he manifests himself as a black man, one that have woolly hair and bronze skin. In scriptures, in Daniel, Revelation, and in the book of Enoch, the Most High God manifests himself as a black man. Anytime the Most High God's Son is mentioned in scriptures and a description is given to him, he is described as a man with bronze skin like me and woolly hair like mine. So if the Most High is black and his son is black, and David, son Solomon, who declared he's black and beautiful, how can the Most High Son be manifested as a white man? That is the question you have to ask. Where did this white Jesus came from is another question you ought to ask yourself. I am going to answer this question for you. Now, the Israelites have always been a disobedient people. The children of the transatlantic slave today, we are still disobedient to the Most High. The Most High had made promises upon promises to us through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He had made promises to us through all of the prophets, including Moses. He said that he is going to fight our battles. If we are diligent in serving him, he is going to make us the head and not the tail. We will have enough to lend to others and we'll never have to borrow. But because of our disobedience, he also said that if we are not obedient to him, that we are going to go into slavery and we are going to serve people who are going to take our wealth, and there will be nothing we will be able to do about it. Our children are going to go into captivity. It's happening all today, my people. Now, in BC 331, the first the first white people to conquer Israel were the Greeks. BC 331. In BC 67, the Roman replaced the Greeks. In AD 70, our people were rooted up from Israel and took to Rome as slaves. They took the scriptures in AD 70, all of the furnishing in the temple in AD 70, and they took it back to Rome. You have to remember that the scriptures omitted the Caucasians from being a part of redemption. They don't want you to know that. There is no white man or white woman who will ever be saved when the Most High return. None. Because they are not man, they are human. Now, where are you going with this, Mr. Strongblood? Listen carefully. The Caucasians start hacking up the scriptures in order to hide themselves from the reality of the world as they were portrayed in the scriptures. They are the Edomites of Bible time. They don't want you to know that. So what they did, every book in the Bible that revealed to them, to the world who they really are, they remove it. The book of Enoch, the Jubilee, all of the books that they move. They alter those books that we have in the Bible to portray them in a positive light. As a matter of fact, if you do not know that the Edomites of Bible time is the Caucasians today, you will never know that the Caucasians were mentioned in the scriptures. The only reason why the conventional churches do not want you to peruse the Old Testament is because you are going to discover the real purpose of the Israelites in the Bible. You're going to discover who are the Israelites. And when you discover who the Edomites are, you will realize where they came from. If you notice, everything that the Most High encourages his people to do so that we can be faithful to him, the Caucasians tell us no. Shave off all your beards. Shave off all your hair. The Most High said don't do it, the Caucasians do it. Line up your hair. The Most High said don't do it, the Caucasians do it. Put tattoos on your skin. The Most High said don't do it, the Caucasians said do it. Keep the Sabbath. They said, the Most High said keep the Sabbath, the Caucasians said don't do it. Homosexuality, the Most High said if you do it, you'll surely die, you must be put to death. The Caucasians said don't bother with it. It is just another way of having sex. The Most High said if you abort your child, that you should be put to death. The Caucasians know that baby you're carrying will hamper your personal development, knowing that they have no intention of employing you, of elevating you, unless you become their slaves. Everything that the Most High said not to do, the Caucasians encourage us to do it because they don't want us to get close to the Most High. Because when you are close to the Most High, the Most High do marvelous things to you. Now, all of those people who got involved with homosexuality, bestiality and abortion, the Caucasians can shoot them down anytime they want to. With the LAPD, they can't touch I. I am untouchable to them. They are afraid of me, I'm not afraid of them. Every day they carry out operation in the train station. They could never stop me. Because the last time they tried to take away my rights, all I said, Most High tell me, Most High God, let their children become fatherless and their wives become widows. Let their children become fatherless and their wives become widows. A few weeks later, there were 2 police funerals in succession. They know who I am. I don't play with them. Anyone who takes away my rights, I am causing them to death. And I know the Most High God is going to answer my prayer as He answered it with those people. Not the first time. That's why they deceived the African American getting involved in homosexuality. Because they don't want you to tap in to the power that the Most High God have given you. They arrest them for minor infringements and send them to prison for a long period because they want them to get in homosexuality. That is why they have to be afraid, because when you get in homosexuality, immediately the Spirit of the Most High God leaves you. This is what happened. You are serving Jesus Christ. Your Savior is a homosexual. Let me break it down to you now. In 1498 or thereabout, Pope Alexander VI commissioned Leonardo da Vinci to paint the Last Supper. Leonardo da Vinci wanted models to sit as all of the members that were involved in the Last Supper. Pope Alexander VI used his homosexual son, Caesar Borgia, to sit as Jesus, and he used Caesar Borgia's homosexual lovers as the disciple. All of those people who are modeling as disciples were the lovers of Caesar Borgia. Caesar Borgia is Jesus in the picture. So when you are serving Jesus, you are serving a homosexual man, the son of Pope Alexander VI. The history is there for you to go and research. Don't take my word for it. I want to ensure I'm serving the Most High God in spirit and in truth. I try to take shortcuts. He said, no, your shortcuts is not going to work. Study the scriptures. Take time and study the scriptures. My people, not only did they change the Most High Son's name because they wanted to lie in His name as they lied in His name in the Bible, in the New Testament. They had to change His image because the Most High God says, let us make man in our image. The image of the Most High God. Daniel, Revelation, and the book of Enoch. A black man. The image of the Most High God's son. Daniel, Revelation, and the book of Enoch. Black men. David's son, Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, celebrated his blackness. He said, I'm black and I'm beautiful. So how can the son of the Most High God, who was in the garden with the Most High God when He created man, who Daniel saw in vision, who John saw in vision, who Enoch saw face to face, were black, and when He come down to earth, He become white? What kind of thing is this? Why would Jesus be the Most High God's son? And why would the Most High God's son be white? When the Most High God says in Malachi chapter 1 verse 2 to 4 that I will hate the Edomites, the Caucasians, and I will hate the Caucasians forever. The Most High God is now saying that He hates Jesus and He will hate Jesus forever. Why would the Most High God declare hate for His son if He know He was going to be white? The white Jesus is a pigment of white supremacy. It is designed to ensure that our people become subservient to the Caucasians and remain subservient to them all of our lives. This thing, having well thought out, it is the Caucasians' plan to ensure they evade the judgment and the punishment that was meted out for them in the book of Obadiah. And the only how they can ensure this is to ensure that they keep us ignorant as to who the Most High is, to keep us putting more emphasis on qualification, on training, on making a living than our salvation. Because according to Deuteronomy chapter 30, all of those things, all of the cursings that are written in the scriptures are for those people, for our enemies, those people who hate us and who persecute us. The Israelites only have one enemy. Man only have one enemy, and that is the Caucasians, the human. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. Those people who sold and bought you as slaves are your enemy. The Most High God in Deuteronomy chapter 7 told us how we are supposed to deal with our enemies. We are not supposed to be the friends of our enemies. We are not supposed to be friendly with the Caucasians. We ought to utterly destroy them. Don't give your sons to their daughters, and don't give your daughters to their son. Don't form the contract with them. You want to go to heaven? And you're serving Jesus? Jesus can't save you. He can't save you. He can't just save himself. He can't save his people. How he can save you? That is why in every nation of the world, the Caucasians go. They oppress and exploit the Israelites. They ensure that the economy suffers. They ensure that the people suffer, that they get involved in homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. My people, you have to be wise like serpent and vicious like a lion. My people, you go and read the book of Joshua and see the exploit of the Israelites when we are faithful to them. No one can kill us. It's only when we all go against the principles of the Most High God we become vulnerable. Once you are faithful to the Most High God, they can't kill you. They have to humble themselves to you. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I'll speak to you on Friday.